On one ordinary night, when my husband was driving with me at high speed along a deserted suburban road, he suddenly blurted out, "Did you know your cousin died?" For a while, I didn't react. Huh? She's dead, so there's no meaning for me to go on living either. Chloe Baker, let's go down and join her together. After saying that, he yanked the steering wheel hard. The car instantly lost control and plunged toward a deep pit beside the road. With a thunderous crash, the car slammed into the ground. Both Brandon Kensley and I suffered severe, life-threatening injuries. In his final moments, he mustered his last strength to tell me, "If time could be turned back to 40 years ago at the mountain's base, you must never save me." That day, she also passed by the mountain. If you hadn't taken me away, I would have met her first. After saying that, he drew his last breath. Filled with questions, resentment, and anger, I could only die with my eyes open. But when I opened my eyes again, I returned to 40 years ago. This time around, I decided to let Brandon and his first love be together. However, there was just one problem. I didn't have any cousins at all. I looked down at Brandon, who was lying there battered and bruised. Without a second thought, I leaned over and gave him 2 sharp slaps across the face. He jolted awake, his eyes darting around in confusion before narrowing into a look of pure, unadulterated rage. "Get away from me! Don't you dare touch me! Stay the hell away!" I froze for a second, then a cold laugh escaped my lips. Ah, I see. He's back from the dead too. In my previous life, I did everything for this ungrateful jerk. I spent every cent of my tuition money to save him and begged every doctor in the county for help. I stayed by his bedside day and night, and he once gripped my hand, promising the world, "Chloe, I swear, I'll never marry anyone else. I'll never betray you." And how did that turn out? He did become a high-ranking official, and I gave him 3 sons, but in the end, he hated me so much he wanted to take me to the grave with him. Fine. If he wants a savior, he can find someone else. I stood up and slipped behind a large tree without looking back. I wanted to see for myself who this dream girl was, the one he'd been obsessed with for 40 years. A few moments later, our neighbor Taylor walked by, swinging a basket and acting like she didn't have a care in the world. Brandon, who had been playing dead on the ground, suddenly started thrashing around the moment he saw her. "Miss, please, help me. I'll make it worth your while." Taylor stopped, her face twisted in immediate disgust. Brandon panicked and quickly threw out an offer. "My family has money. If you save me, I'll give you $450. In this poor backwater town, $450 was a small fortune. Taylor's eyes lit up instantly. "All right, you've got a deal." As I watched her easily hoist Brandon onto her back, I felt nothing but mockery. In my last life, I nearly threw my back out trying to carry him home. Now, finally, someone else could deal with that mess. With the truth out in the open, I could finally go home in peace. I reached into my pocket and felt the money I'd made from selling hazelnuts, my resolve hardening. In my previous life, I gave up my spot at a top-tier university just to put him through school. This time, this money was staying with me. In my last life, I turned my life into a joke for him. This time, I grabbed my suitcase and headed for the door. But just as I was about to step out, the dream girl herself, Taylor, came bursting in.